Hello, this is Brighton TV and this is the match preview for Brighton vs Burnley. And last week versus Spurs, it was a really good performance, especially when you look at the lineup that we ended up playing, which saw Ryan and Maupay dropped, and you saw Robert Sanchez come into the side, really young goalkeeper who's been quite good on loan with other clubs, and you thought it was really good debut for him in the Premier League. He played really well versus Spurs. His distribution was really good and he was really good at catching crosses. And you look at two other players who I thought played really well, Lallana and Gross. Both of them played well, creating lots of chances and pressing Tottenham well. And I thought them two played really well and they were helping us trying to get something, and unfortunately we weren't able to. And versus Tottenham, early on we had a really sluggish start. We ended up conceding an early penalty and I thought that shouldn't have been a penalty, but it was given to them after VAR and Kane ended up scoring. And then after that, you look at the rest of the first half, it was all Brighton. And for us, it looked like we should have had a penalty right near the end of the first half, but we weren't given it, and VAR said it wasn't a pen, and it looked like it should have been a pen. It looked like a foul on Trossard, but it wasn't given. And then you look at our equaliser. That's another one which you think VAR should have ruled it out, but the ref and VAR were so poor that whole night, you thought, well, they're probably going to make another wrong decision. And our goal, it did look like it should have been a foul in the build-up, but we ended up scoring that, and luckily for us it was given. But then you look at our defending for Tottenham's winner, it was really poor. We gave their crosser way too much time on the ball to pick out a cross. And Bale, he was free in the box when he really shouldn't have been. You had Webster and Veltman both marking him. And Webster was in front of Bale, but he didn't go to head it away. And that led Bale to have a free header inside the box, and he ended up scoring. And Burnley this season, they've been really poor. They've had such a bad attacking record this season, having the joint worst goals scored for them, only scoring 3 times. And when you think of Burnley, you don't always think of their attacking record. You think how well they can defend and how they normally get 0-0s and 1-0s. But they haven't done that much times this season, only keeping 1 clean sheet. And that just shows their defence isn't as good as what it was in previous years. So how you can break them down is just simply attacking them, and they will break down a lot easier than they did in previous years. That's why I think this could be one of the best times to play Burnley. And when you look at us versus Burnley last season, a 1-1 game at home at the Amex and a 2-1 win away from home at Turf Moor, and I thought them 2 games, both times we played really well versus them. We ended up dominating the chances, and Burnley only had a couple which they ended up taking. So that's where you do have to be a little bit careful, because Burnley, when they get the chance, they can take it. And when we've played this season, in every single game, we've scored a goal. And I think this is a really good record for us when compared to previous years, where it looked like we weren't great at attacking, but defensively we were good. This season, it's the other way round. We're really good at attacking. We always know how to break down the opposition. But the one problem with us is we can score 1 goal, but we struggle to score more than that. And that's where we really need to improve. We need to create more chances and end up taking more chances as well. And defensively, set pieces is where we have to work on, especially against Burnley. All of their goals this season have come from crosses, and that's where you think you do have to be careful against them. And set pieces, 8 of our goals have conceded are from set pieces and penalties, and that's where you think you need to improve on that. You can't be that poor at defending set pieces, and that's where we really need to go and get better at that. And my lineup for this game, I think Potter should change back to the 5-2-1-2. And one really good thing about that formation is it gives numerical superiority compared to the 4-4-2. And in goal, I'd play Sanchez. And I was really surprised seeing Ryan dropped. But with a young goalkeeper like Sanchez, who played so well versus Spurs, and I don't think he made any mistakes, he played quite well, I think he should start. And not only that, statistically, he's better at claiming crosses than Ryan, and that's where you think Burnley, who typically use lots of crosses, you need to go and get the crosses before the strikers can get the header on, and that's why I think Sanchez should start. And the back three, I think it should be Webster, Veltman and White. And I think them three should play because they're just really good at having the ball. And I think Burnley will give us a lot of the ball. And we need the centre-backs who can break the lines. And with Dunk still suspended, I think it's better to drop White back into the centre-back position instead of midfield. And I think they'll help us a lot more. And on the wing-back positions, I think it should be Lamptey and Burn. And March is injured and he's a doubt for this game. So that's why I think Burn should play left wing-back. Because for me, it's a choice between Burn, Alzate and Bernardo. I don't think Alzate should play wing-back for this game. And Bernardo, I think he's really good defensively. He's good at one-on-one. But when it goes to attacking, which is what you need a lot in a wing-back, Bernardo doesn't provide that. And with Burn, he'll give us a lot of threat at defending and attacking set pieces. So that's why I think he should play left wing-back. And the midfielders, I think it should be Bissouma and Alzate. And Alzate, I think we've missed him a lot in midfield. He does so much in linking the defence to the attack, and he's just really good ball carrier and dribbler as well. So that's why I think he should partner Bissouma in the partnership which at the start of the season saw us dominate Chelsea, Newcastle and Man United. I don't see why Alzate should be held back from the midfield any longer since he's played so well when he does play there. And in the 10 role, I think it should be Lallana. And for me, it's the choice between Trossard and Lallana for this game. And Lallana, he's played better recently. He's been on more form. And that's why I think Lallana should play. And the two strikers for this game, I think it should be Welbeck and Maupay. He was left out of the Spurs game due to an incident after the West Brom game. And I think he should be brought back into the side because he's just really good at holding up the ball. He's good at dropping back, which creates space for other attackers to go in behind him. And I think that's really key for us. So that's why I think Maupay should start. And Welbeck, he's a different type of striker to the other strikers we have. He's a lot taller. He'll be able to win more headers than our other strikers. So that's why I think Welbeck, he could be really important for a game like Burnley. So that's why I think he should start. And my score predictions for this match, I think will be 1-0 to Brighton. And I think Neil Maupay will score for us. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Brighton TV and follow us on Instagram.